Hi, hello, my friends. Here we are again, here in presence and with our hearts. Once again, here in my English practice. And first of all, thank you for your comprehension. Always, I try to do my best to make this English fluently and better to get this information to you. And let's go to the topic. This topic is called The Dance of the Masks. And first of all, because the last videos I've been talking about the mask and the real face, that the real face is the presence, is the conscious. And this video, I want to do it like tool, a tool, more better than a tool, is an invitation to you to reflect in your own life, in your own experience, in your daily life, how we can comprehend this, how we can understand this, and to use it, to use the comprehension to make a more soft life, more um, in equilibrium, more plenty. Let me search this word if it exists. Ah, a more full life, a joyful life. And this is not what I means that you have to believe me. You have to listen in let me search another word. In a passive way. I don't want you to listen this in a passive way. I want you to walk with me together. I want you to also to take this tool that you can integrate or you can put in reflection, to think about it and to use it. And let's go to the topic. What I mean with the dance of the mask is about relationships. It's about how most of the time our relationship are going on, and the relationship are with masks. And what are masks? Is the masks are the images of ourselves and even the images of the people that surround us, even the images of the life. But let's go step by step. First of all, I don't want you to think that we are going to go to think to search who is the bad guy. I don't want to say that is the problematic taken by the extraterrestrial, by Satan, by the elites or our dad or our mom. No, 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 no guilty. No, 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 no. Let's take the information like it is now. Okay. So first of all, let's take a trip in our early age, 1 to 7 years old, more or less, where we are like sponges absorbing information and the information of what our parents or our cultural um, circumstances were, our social and political circumstances were. So, in that way, of the macro or in the micro, our dad and our mom told us, told us what is life, what should be life, who I am, who I should be, what is the rules of the world. Even mom and dad told us what is mom, what is dad, what is sister, what is brother, what is the neighbor, what is the nation, and we go like that, tune, 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 gathering information. And what happens there? We have a system, a programmation that projects into an image, and as I said, an image of what I should be, what an image of what I am, an image of what the surrounding should be or what is it. So in that moment, we don't have the experience of what it is. We have images, okay? So supposedly we are young, adult, and we don't have mom and dad saying to us what should think. So we get in the world of relationships, okay? So what is the nasty thing of this? That most of our relationships are based of the projection of the images of what the people should be or what the people are, and even the images that we have about ourselves. The images is not the thing. The images are not the totality of the people that is surrounding. For example, I consider this my friend, but I have an image and I have what requires to be a friend. It should have this and it should have that. And if my friend didn't accomplish this rule, it's not my friend. So we have a lot of schemes or what should be a friend, what should be a love affair, what should be a family, what should be even the world itself. So in this way, we live like we relate fragment, we relate divided. So the invitation is to start thinking, to start reflecting in a meditative, alone way, or even more and even more profound in the action of the relationship. We have to take consciousness of what is going on. No, so for example, if we have an image of what my sister should be, if that image doesn't accomplish the real thing, I get frustrated. I want to control. I want to change her. I want to modify her behavior. I feel sad. I feel victim, and I do a lot of weird things based on an image. Okay, and the other way, a lot of people project what I should be as a son, what I should be as a partner, what I should be as a friend, what I should be as a citizen. So there is one aspect interesting that says that in this dance of images of mask, it conforms a system. And in order that system to exist, all these elements has to be in order. But what happens? If the system of the images are in order, every individual, most of the time, or I could say even all the time, is a chaos in itself. Okay? That system could be a nation, that system could be a family, that system could be a system of friends. But if we all together live in those masks, the condition to this system live is that, or to this system be in order, is that everyone should represent his role. Okay? But as I said, the individual is in conflict, is in chaos. When we have the moment that we can understand what kind of images we are projecting, what kind of images everybody's projecting at me, and I do something, but in a presence, then I start building an order in myself, and then what is happening in my system? Chaos, frustration, people angry, people leaving, people leaving you alone. Mm, what more? Hating you, people saying that you did something awful, and it goes a lot of things that the system breaks, and everybody gets chaos. No, so It's important to understand this because if you are passing like a moment like that, don't be feeling sad. It's natural. If you get an order, it means if you get understand what your presence is, if you understand that all these projections are just images about yourself, about everybody, you live everybody in freedom, you live in freedom. But what happens in the chaos? What happens in that moment? When you get this real mask, this presence, it's like you being a clean mirror. So everybody who thinks you should be that kind of son, or you should be that kind of or love affair, or you should be that kind of friend, if you don't complete that expectative, everybody is projecting his own mirror. And what's the worst thing you can do is to see your own mirror, your distorted mirror. So that's why a lot of people get frustrated, a lot of people get angry, a lot of people get sad, blah, 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 because you function as a clean mirror when you are in presence. Even a clean mirror for you, because you don't have any space or time where those images could exist, or even exist but goes and dissolve. But that's interesting to know that if you get this order, if you get this presence, this consciousness of the consciousness, a lot of movement will go around. But do not get scary because it could be another image of you. So the invitation is that to reflect about your relationship, to reflect in what moments you project images, in what moment you project mask about yourself and about the others, and to get more near to this thing that we could call love is to accepting the other as it is, or accepting the things that they are, because in that point, in that moment, in that position, you can live a more plenty, a more full life, a more in peace life. You can do whatever you want, but you move freely. Even your relationship, if you are in presence, you can like enjoy. You can enjoy more the relationship of the other, because your relationship is with the heart and the heart, with the being and the being. So maybe let's do a little bit recapitulation. So you build an image of yourself, of what you are, what should be, and even you project an image of the others, what they are, what should be, but that's not the point. That's not the thing. We get adult, we get relationship, and our relationship are the dance of the mask. Everybody projecting their images, everybody wanting to control, everybody wanting to everyone be like everyone wants. So this is messy, and everybody want to you to be in that role to accomplish these requirements as a friend, as a son, as a father, as a partner. And when you start understanding that's that dynamic of the dance of the mask, and you start making clear for yourself in order, coherent, then you could be a clean mirror for yourself and for the others. You see the things what as a you you see the things as they are. In that moment you can act with all your being, you can do whatever you want with all your being, and what happened around doesn't matter because it's, like I said, it's the self projection of the other reflecting in a clean mirror. And so this is the invitation that to understand this is the invitation that you reflect in your own, in your silent, but also in the action, in the relationship, all the programmation, all the beliefs you have about yourself, about the others, about the life. And for last, it is left two more masks that are more subtle, are more ephemerous. And one of the last masks is when you accomplish or when you attain or when you experience the present in itself, somehow it could be a little bit of projection of thinking that the other is wrong. Okay? You are superior, you get enlightened, and the other are fool. This is another mask, another image. Check it out, be aware of that. And even if you accomplish a state of presence, the same presence leads you to take the other as it is. You don't have to change anyone or anybody. You don't have to compare. You don't want to try to say, hey man, I get enlightened, come here and follow my method. No, 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 no. Just your presence is an invitation to the other to be present. Okay? This is one last mask that don't be enlightened, don't feel enlightened. Even if you get into the present position, accept what it is, accept the people as it is as a process, okay? And then there is another more complex mask that is hidden in the identity in the I. And what is complex? The secret is that the I, the observer that is observing something, is just a thought, okay? Okay? Why? Because the real thing, as I said, even in ourselves, is just process, is just movement of the life. Movement going through a consciousness in different aspects. Okay? And the emanation of an I as an ego is just a thought. Is I say is another process, okay? So if you get to this point, you have to understand that all what is going on is just process, it's just movement, it's just transformation, even in yourself. And it all is the movement of the consciousness in the consciousness. Okay? So this is the last mask. This is the last like paradox, but it's like leaving you in a homework way. So that's all. I hope this could be clear for my English, but also I hope this could be useful to you, accepting, rejecting, or how it's called. Decline it. The thing is, on my purpose, on my feeling, is to you to take this trip to to understand ourselves, to understand all the process, not to want to change, not to want to modify, just to be present of the process of life in itself. So that's why in this moment, in this point of observing that, of getting this attention, you could do whatever you want, but in another different way. Okay? So this is the way you can do things, but with your masks, or there is a way you can do your things, but in presence, in the point of you are consciousness. Okay? So that's all for this video. I hope this could be clear and helpful. And thank you for taking this time and for understanding me or trying to understand me. So that's all. Ciao, ciao. See you next time. See you later, alligator. Bye.